Wow, this is a history home. This is a home where you can spend 1 year reading histories without finishing because Nnamdi Azikiwe was a great man. This is all the currency that was used even when before I was born, and Nnamdi Azikiwe pictures was on them. And currently we have 500 naira notes which his picture is on them. But when you come here, you will see all the clothes he used when he was alive. Nnamdi Azikiwe used these clothes. All these clothes you are seeing, he used them personally. Zik of Africa wore them to work. That is why the clothes are being preserved here by the Enugu state government. So this is massive, man. I love that our people are waking up to history. I love that our people are beginning to learn more about history. That is why Creative Law TV is here to showcase the real Africa you don't know. This is Creative Law TV. Guys, today we are live and direct in Enugu. So guys, when you look at this white building, you will see a statue, and this statue, you will know who he is because I don't need to introduce him to you again. This is Nnamdi Azikiwe. We are his private residence where he lived with his family when he was the premier of Eastern Nigeria from 1954 to 1959. So Nnamdi Azikiwe is regarded as the father of Nigerian independence because he championed for the independence of Nigeria. He was the first black governor general of Nigeria from 1960 to 1963, and later became the first president of Nigeria from 1963 to 1966. So Nnamdi Azikiwe is a great man. Nnamdi Azikiwe is a man of wisdom, a man of intellectual, a man of nationalism, a man who in all ramification made Nigeria what it is today. Nnamdi Azikiwe, his story, you can't just stand here and is a story that you will keep on telling from day to day. You can't finish his story. You will go inside there and check out what is inside there because it's amazing that we are here today, and it's a privilege though. So let's go inside. So this is welcome to Nnamdi Azikiwe Center. Let's go check it out, man. This is massive. Nnamdi Azikiwe is an Igbo man. Nnamdi Azikiwe is an Igbo man from Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. So the Premier's Lodge of the Premier's Lodge of the Eastern Region, now known as Nnamdi Azikiwe Center, is hereby commissioned on this day, December 2nd, 2022, by His Excellency Honorable Dr. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, CON, the governor of Enugu State. Wow, this is where Zik lived. Wow, this is massive, man. We are here to show you guys the history about Zik. Imana fans of Creative Law TV, you guys love to watch things. Una like you have franya, so we are here to show you how franya through today. You will use your eyes to do Christmas for yourself. So we are starting from here, this angle. So this is when Zik was born. When I was born at noon on Wednesday, November 1904, in a canonically shaped grass hut, many soothsayers predicted a checkered future for me, Nnamdi Azikiwe. So this is his first poem, Zik's genealogy and nativity. So let's I can't read everything for you guys. I can't read everything. We're just going to pick some and read so that you guys can follow up. So here, this is Zik's grandfather, Nwawularo Jude Azikiwe, Zik's grandfather. And this is Okunwa Obed Chukwemeka Azikiwe, Zik's father. And so this is Zik's grandfather and his friends. Okunwa Chukwemeka Azikiwe, Zik's father, seated on right with his friends J. Okabwe and Honorable Okusugo in 1894. So this is about Zeke's grandfather. So the burial of Zeke's father, Okunwa Obed Azikiwe, in 1954. So his father died in 1954. He was buried though. So young Zeke back in the days, young Zeke back in the days. This is massive, man. So coming down here, you see young Zeke back in the days too. So this is all about Zeke, young Zeke in the 1920 centuries. So Zeke with his teammates on Diamond Football Club. So guys, do you know that Nnamdi Azikiwe was also an athlete? He was a footballer, he was a boxer, he was in even everything sports, he was inside. In fact, he even created Zeke's football club as of that time that won a lot of trophies, and later he was even the through his club they founded national team for Nigerian national team football club. Zeke was behind it, but you will not know that. This is all about Zeke's parents. So this is Iwe Agu Azikiwe, Zeke's grandmother. So this is Nwa Onako Chinwe Azikiwe, Zeke's mother. So this is Akukalia Cecilia Arinze Modebe, Zeke's sister. So who is this one? This is Rachel Chinwe Azikiwe, who died January 28, 1958, to live in the. So this is a listen. So this is all about Zeke's parents and all that. So coming here, you will see Zeke with his wife, Lady Flora Azikiwe, and their children, Chukwuma Ngozi Chukwemeka and Nwachukwu Azikiwe. Zeke and wife, Lady Flora Azikiwe, on their wedding day at Jamestown, Accra, Ghana, in 1936. So Zeke also lived in Ghana. Okay, let me just continue what I'm doing. Zeke with his wife, Dame Prof Uche Azikiwe, and children, Moluku and Owakwe Azikiwe. Yeah, and coming down here, you see family picture during Zeke's birthday party at Onui Haven. This Onui, was it in Nsukka? I don't know. Is it what Nsukka, right? Onui is in Nsukka. So coming here, wow, this is massive. This is Zeke's clothes. So all these clothes you are looking at is what Zeke used to wear when he was alive. He wore all of them. Just look at it. So when you are looking at this clothes like this, you are looking at Zeke's clothes. He used all of them. So that's why they preserve it here. So when you come, you see what the Zeke of Africa was wearing, used to wear when he was alive. So you are looking at it here. I'm giving credit to the government of Enugu State for preserving all these things. They did absolutely well for maintaining, and when you look at it, you know that yes, the government are working, and I love that. So kudos to them. When you see good thing, you praise them. When you say bad, you condemn them. So when you come to this side, my kid brother, this is all about Zeke's children. So their messages and all that. So let's proceed here. When you come to this place, you see Zeke and his wife, Prof Uche Azikiwe, 1991. And do you also know that Zeke was a chief? Chief is an Igbo man who was a very high chief. He's a high. Don't worry, we'll get to see when he was crown chief. Anyway, this is Omerenyi Ewa and other members of the Ewa family. This is Zeke and family with his mother-in-law, Mrs. Flora Ewa. Wow. Zeke and his wife, Uche, Mrs. Yinka Azikiwe, late engineer Chukwudi Azikiwe, late Chinyelu Go Nnameka Azikiwe. So this is Zeke's children. So we're here. This is massive, man. Okay, this is Bank of Ghana, 5 cities. Who is that? Okay, let me just read so that you guys know what I'm talking about. James Imam Kwagia Agre, October 1875 to July 30th, 1927, was a missionary and a teacher who was born in Gold Coast, modern Ghana, and later immigrated to the United States after attending Livingstone College in Salisbury, North Carolina, USA. He returned to preach the importance of education to young Africans, believing that Africans should receive a college education abroad and return to effective change. In 1924, Zik listened to his lecture at Wesley Boys High School, Lagos, where he emphasized that nothing but the best is good enough for the Africans. Yes, nothing but the best is good enough for the Africans. After the lecture, he gave Zik a list of schools accepting black students in America. That was how Zik started having the desire to go to America in search of the golden fleece. So this is how Zik traveled to America to study. So this man contributed a lot. He gave Zik that zeal to pursue his career in America. So we have a lot to show you guys. Like I said before, Zik was a sportsman. This is Zik standing forth from the left. Was a member of the first varsity swimming team in the history of university. The team was formed by Coach Bedlington in 1920 to 1929. Like I told you, Zik was an athlete. Zik and his college track and field teammates after winning a tournament. Like I told you, Zik is a sportsman. His football team, Zik, the athlete in America 1920. Zik was good in every area. When you come to book, when you come to sports, Zik was always the number one. He was a destined child. Zik, after his return to Nigeria 1930, Zik in a group photograph with members of the Onitsha Improvement Union at the at a reception to mark his return from USA in November 1934. So, when Zik returned to Nigeria, he was widely respected. But there's one thing that happened when he returned. I will tell you later. Zik and friends in 1925. Yeah, Zik, the tennis player, he was also a tennis player. In every area, Zik Zik is too much. So this is about Zik's chieftaincy title. When I told you about Zik being a chief, you guys didn't believe it. Zik was a chief. So he was being installed as the Owele of Onitsha in 1972 by Igwe Ofala Okechukwu Okabwe, the Obi of Onitsha. So, and when you come down here, you see him dressed. This is the day he was crowned. Zik being installed as the Owele of Onitsha. Do you know when you become Owele of Onitsha? You should know. So Zik deserves it. So this is all about Zik Nnamdi Azikiwe, Owele of Onitsha. This is all about his chieftaincy title. Nnamdi Azikiwe. This is Chief Jim Nwobodo proposing a toast during Zik's birthday party, hosted by Chief Samu Mbakwe, the governor of Imo State. So this is Chief being congratulated by late General Abacha at his 87th birthday celebration in Minna, Niger State in 1991. So this is all about Zik. Zik and wife with Reverend Gideon Otubulo, the founding bishop of Enugu Diocese and the church committee of St. John's Anglican Church on his 84th birthday in 1998. So this is all about Zik. Zik cutting cake during his birthday. Zik with Awolo, Watago Mobodo, and Jan Kade during his. This is all about Zik of Africa. So when you come to this place, this was the telephone Zik used when he was alive in office. So this was his telephone he used personally. So this is also his clothes and other things he used. So this is massive, man. So this clothes, when you look at it, Zik used it. So that is why they preserve it here. So as you are seeing it, I hope he likes it. So come this side. Alright. Zik with Chief Robert Okafor Ukata, Watago, and Chief J.U. Nwobodo. So this is all about Zik. So I don't think whether I can read all of them, but you just have to take you guys through so that you can, maybe if you can read it, if you're a fast reader, you can read by yourself. So the Nsukka dream, the hillock round Nsukka plains are Santa's station, there by God. It is over, score, and 10 years now I set my feet on this choice soil, which turned to be an anchorage from weird torments of public life. Nnamdi Azikiwe. So Zik hosting Bashroom MKO Abiola at Onui Haven. So this is Zik and wife welcoming Prince Charles with Lady Diana during their first visit to Enugu in 1990. Zik and his wife and other. This is all about Zik. So when we come to this side, so here is about Zik, where his Zik's house in Onitsha. Yes, this is Zik's museum located within the private residence in Nose Onire Street, Onitsha. It consists of the museum housing, his grave, as well as an administrative block made up of officers, conference halls, VIP lodge, and all that. This is all about Zik in Onitsha, his residence house, his museum in Onitsha. So just behind the Bromeo Hospital, when you are going that place, you will see this house. So it was built and commissioned. It was built by, I think, P2B, if I'm not mistaken, commissioned by Buhari during that time. So this is Zik lying in state at Onui Haven on the 14th November 1996. So this is massive, man. So do you know that another thing is that Zik died in Enugu here. He know some of our politicians, they will say, oh, they died in Germany, they died in London, they died in this place, but no, Zik died in Enugu here. He didn't travel to anywhere. So this is all about Zik. Postage stamps issued by Nigeria with image of Zik. So what they mean by postage stamps issued by Nigeria with the image of Zik is that, you know, Nnamdi Azikiwe, as he is a great man, a lot of things is named after him in Nigeria. So when you come to Nigeria, a lot of money have been, you know, they have put his pictures, his name in a lot of things. So this was 120 naira then. His picture was here. This is some of this money. I was not born when they were using it, so I can't actually remember. But all this thing was, I know all this thing was money, and all of them, his picture was put on it, was kept on them. So they used all of them. But currently, 500 naira is what the picture is on them. So when we come to this place, this is okay. When you call Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. So the International Airport Abuja is named after him, Nnamdi Azikiwe. That's to consider, like, that is an honor because he deserves it, because he's the father of Nigeria. So when you come to this place, this is Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital in Nnewi. Is named after him, in honor of him, Nnamdi Azikiwe University. And when you come down here, you will see statue at the DMGS roundabout Onitsha, statue in front of Eastern Region Parliament Building in Enugu, statue at Zik roundabout Onitsha, statue at Freedom Park, Lagos, statue at House of Assembly Complex, Enugu. This is all to, you know, in remembrance of him. So here you will see Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka. That is Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka. So it was named after him. When you come to this side, this is all Lincoln University at it as it appeared in the 1865 to 1866 catalog. Okay, this is an America where he schooled. So Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, so it's also named after him. Nnamdi Azikiwe Library, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, named after him. When I talk about sports, this is where Nnamdi Azikiwe, his sport team, he's the one that created this football club, member of ZAC that won the Bedford Challenge Cup in 1934. ZAC first and second team in 1942. Zik's Athletic Club, Athletic Club was founded in April 1930 by Zik and MRB Otum. So this actually gave birth to Nigerian national team. This team you are seeing like this now, the transition to Nigerian national team. So, but I don't think whether a lot of you know that. So when you come to this side, this is all about his legacy. Here is NCNC mourns the death of His Highness Obi Okosi II. So this is about NSS. This is NSS member card. This is how their member card look like. So Anglo-Nigerian Corporation. So National Council of Nigeria and Cameroon. So that was the party Nnamdi Azikiwe was in. He founded it with Herbert Makule, who the picture is here. This is Herbert Makule. He founded it with Zik of Africa, this NCNC, and that is where Zik was until he So when you come to this place, you see University of Nigeria and Nsukka, Zik's point. This is all where, like, when you enter University of Nigeria and Nsukka, a lot of places is named after Zik. So that's what they are telling us. So when you come to this place, You see 500 naira on April 1st, 2001. The 500 naira note was introduced by the CBN under the leadership of Joseph Sanusi. The note has been engraved portrait of Nnamdi Azikiwe, an offshore oil rig. This is massive, man. Coming to this place, so what are we having here? African Continental Bank, popularly known as ACB, was one of the big three indigenous banks in Nigeria during the 1950 to 19. So, all about the honors and awards Zik received when he was alive. So, this is all about Zik, the West African pilot. So, that was where Zik worked with a West African pilot. It's a newspaper, and the West African pilot was launched by Zik in 1937. That was when he came back to Nigeria. Its motto was "Show the light and the people will find the way." Exactly. And was dedicated to promoting the humanity of African workers and fighting the colonial masters. He personally edited it between 1937 to 1947 and wrote a daily column entitled Inside Stuff. The paper had a circulation of 25,000 copies and gave birth to a chain of newspapers owned by Zix Press Limited. The Eastern Nigeria Guardian in PH 1940. The Nigerian Spokesman in Onitsha in 1943 to 1945. No, the Southern Defender in Warri 1943. The Sentinel in Enugu 1943, and the Comet in Lagos, both from. This is all what Zik, the company Zik founded when he was alive. So this is all of them was under the West African pilot. So that is all. This is Zik, the Zik group of newspapers. Yes. Zik planned to establish newspaper in all major geographical area of country. Yes. So about almost all the geographical area of Nigeria, he had newspaper, and is all over Nigeria. And that one thing about Zik was that when Zik came back to Nigeria in 1937, that after working in Ghana, he came back to Nigeria and started looking for work. But as he was looking for work, he couldn't get work. Zik, as good as he was, when he came back to Nigeria, he couldn't get work. Nobody, he looked for work, he couldn't get. None of the companies employed him before somebody from Ghana called him to come that he has a job for him. That was journalist work. That's when he traveled to Ghana and started working in Ghana. So that was how Zik found himself in Ghana. And that was where he did his wedding. He married in Ghana. Though he didn't marry in Ghana, he married in our Igbo woman. So that's all. And here, okay, this is some of the Zik's movements.